Hello folks, the Calvin here being another nerdy video. We're back again with some Dragon Age content, and it is now time for us to
Indeed.
continue our journey into the main
Yes.
story of it. Multiple different side quests. We're now going to head back. We're actually now going to head to Soldier's Peak. Then we're going to begin doing the Return of Ostagar content. Which actually reminds me, we actually might not do it just yet because I feel like it's going to sound strange, but I feel like I should for this. So we're just going to drop off these unique items. Free up some slots. I think that's unique. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know where I'm supposed to bring these. And then we have all these. We're going to gather our Ostagar events. So that means
Yes.
Alistair.
Yes.
Yes.
Zev is our only exception.
Darkspawn! Beware!
My magic will make sure. Let us end this.
Very well. It will be done. As you Of course. There is no hope for you now!
Watch out, Raptor.
Yes. We have done well!
I fell. For a moment there, I thought it was all over. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time. More enemies ahead.
As you say.
We must have victory.
Yes.
Die quickly!
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man. You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some dark spawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter. You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar. I know. Even had Logain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Kalen, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostagar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the Wardens. The Maker has a sense of humour, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
But you said Kalen entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there. I hope not. Would they know how to work the lock, even if they did?
The Darkspawn are more cunning than we give them credit for. But the king trusted that lock with his secrets. I'd guess that the contents of that chest are still intact.
The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. And if you happen to find Kalen's body, see it off. He was a...
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier. You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon. It's not a joke, I promise. Let me explain. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor. The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time. Yes, that we will. What's on your mind? I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there. I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched. I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word. There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them. I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me. I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging. You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Yes.
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 These are vile and tainted creatures.
I knew we could not lose!
That was interesting and draining. I called forth the spirit that sustains me so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little. Well, that certainly can... I suppose I shouldn't be using that particular trick to entertain children at parties. I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
Darkspawn! Beware!
It will be done. As you say.
You wanna die, don't you? You should have played!
It will be done.
We must strike quickly!
Of course.
Now you see true power!
Something about returning here makes me feel old.
And what exactly are you implying, Alistair?
What? What? Nothing. No, I just thought...
You just thought I might be an expert at feeling old and could share some sage advice.
I just mean that I was a different person then. I believed him, you know? That it would be a glorious battle, that we'd win.
I did too. We were all a little bit younger the last time we were here.
Well, not you. You've always been old.
With lips like that, son, you'll be lucky if you live to be half my age.
As you say.
This is a waste of time!
As you say. Yes. Will be done.
This will not end well.
What's the matter, Alistair?
I don't know, it just feels wrong to find this here. Poured over by dark spawn and thick with their rot. It was his.
I know, I feel it too. But he is not the first king to ever fall in battle, or even the first to fall to the Darkspawn.
Yes. But this wound cuts deeper.
And it will bleed longer. But we must keep moving. No doubt the Darkspawn are eager to give us plenty more reasons to mourn.
We were told that it's been a year since the start of the game. And this is a
These are vile and tainted creatures.
Yes. As you say. Yes.
Have victory.
Flee while you can!
The task is finished.
Where to? I knew it would be easy.
Of course. Yes.
Harm the cursed!
Always comes to this. I
It will be done. Very well. Of course.
Clumsy!
Very well.
You wanna die, don't you?
Yes. Of course.
You would think such creatures might be more interested in, I don't know, surviving.
It will be done. Very well. Yes.
Let us end this quickly!
It will be done. Yes.
Watch out.
It will be done. Yes. As you said, it will be done. Very well. It will be done.
You have forced my hand!
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
There we go.
So it's true. He had convinced the forces of Orlais to ally against the Darkspawn.
Empress Celine was merely awaiting his response.
A response that never came, and now never will, thanks to Loghain's treachery.
Never is a long time, Alistair. Give it time, and let cooler heads prevail. There will be peace between us yet.
Well, I hope you live to see it, Wynne.
And I hope the Darkspawn don't.
These are vile and tainted creatures.
As you say. Of course. Very well.
You have forced my hand!
I am yours.
Yes.
Forgive us, my king. Once we flushed the Darkspawn from their holes and bought ourselves some time, we'll be back to see you to the Maker.
Of course.
Watch out, Raptor.
Yes.
The sound this darkspawn makes gives me the shivers.
As you say. Will be done. As you say. Yes.
This will not end well.
Very well.
Even more darkspawn.
Sense a theme.
I will not fall!
Of course. As you say.
These are vile and tainted creatures.
Of course.
Perhaps I should begin reading since we've stopped.
We must strike quickly!
Ugh, down the hole and into the deep. I don't even want to imagine where that leads.
We must strike quickly! As you say. These beasts are surely dangerous. As you die quickly!
Immediately.
So shall it be! As you say. From thee! Watch out! It will be done. Now you see true power! Very well.
We must strike. Quickly.
These beasts are surely dangerous. Turn and run!
All complete.
Very well. Now you die! This will not end well.
Bravo!
As you say.
There is no hope for you now! I will not falter! So shall it be!
Of course. Yes.
Now we go into battle.
As you say. Yes. Very well. As you say. Yes.
Now you die! Now you fall!
As you say. Will be done.
I will not falter!
There it is. The last of them.
It has been a long day. By the lines around your eyes, I dare say you look as old as I.
And if I may say so, milady, you appear to be getting younger by the day.
Be careful who you flirt with, young man. When you wake up beside me tomorrow morning, I'll be back to reminding you of your grandmother.
Beside you?
You heard what I said. It would not be the first time I woke to a younger man in my bed.
Are all women this evil and conniving when they grow old?
Just me, my dear. Just me. Alistair, are you all right?
Oh, they left him here to rot. We need to do something. He was a good man who hoped too much and died too young. He deserves what little honor we can afford to grant him. Something on your mind? Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow!
Okay, folks, I want to bring up something that really frustrates me with this DLC. Here's all the items. Now, as you know, we covered up most of our items before we got there. Okay? Now, as you can see, the unique items are only red steel rarity. They're only tier 5. Whereas some of the random items that we picked up are Dragon Bone, tier 7, Silverite, tier 6. So everything else is tier 6 or higher. But the unique special weapons we found. Oh wait. Duncan's sword is Dragon Bone. Thank God. Which we're definitely equipping to Alistair. I would let's see this. Health regeneration, combat, weakness, nearby dark spawn, stamina regeneration, combat. Okay, you know what? Wait, hold on. This one has plus 4 stamina regeneration. Plus willpower, which is great for him. Plus 4 damage. Okay, Mark's sword is actually Duncan's sword has more room slots. It's better for a tank. Like, it is baffling that we get all these, like, we get a good number of tier 6 and higher weapons, but it's just baffling to me that, like, a lot of these unique items, like, look at this, Carradine's shield. We put off doing this DLC to almost to the last moment, and yet these unique items are only tier 5. Now, luckily enough, Callum's armor is massive, so it is better than most of his gear. So let's just equip it. See what happens. He's now wearing the full set. Plus 1 armor, plus mental resistance. Boost backstab damage. Oh my god. What? Armor, physical resistance. That's not bad. 20% chance to just simply dodge attacks. Okay, that's not bad. It might be making up for the fact that it is, otherwise not the best. Now, I think we got a shield. Here we go. So, okay, so shield is higher. Missile deflection is plus 6. Strength modifier 1. Plus 1 armor. Plus, then there's a chance to just simply avoid all attacks. So, like, okay, we'll equip this to it. But, like, it is shameful that the rest of the gear did not scale correctly. Now, my character I could wield Duncan's sword. Don't promise the stamina regeneration is not going to do me any good. Sword, we go. Dagger booty. There's the Ostagar. Okay, so we don't have the dexterity to wield the dagger. It does. We're going to boost. Plus for dexterity, extra damage. Extra damage versus dragons? Sure. And he does somehow better, like tier wise. That's all
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
The doc. Word hat. I wonder. That's what I've heard on the road. I'm sure.
There we go. Alright, back to return to Ostagar. And yeah, we are completely doomed. All that's left now is
Indeed.
Yes.
and in dinner we will do our story. Because like there's nothing significant left for me to do now. We did Soldier's Peak, we did Stone Golem, we did Aldemar, we did Circle Tower, we did Red Cliff. We've done everything. Save. Video count. So yeah, this will be video 4 dived in today. So yeah, we have one more video to do today before we move on to the next game. So my very next video that I work on for my channel is going to be Destiny Shield. But for now, it's late at the time of this recording. It's now 10 past 5 in the morning, folks. I need to get some sleep. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing in. One name, one sky.